Cha-cha matcha with a fucking black clothes. Whipping around the Lamobile, ducking fire. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He's taken a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running is Jacobs. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Going for it all. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Seven yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the
that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fake. They'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Short of the goal.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And goal.
They'll run Jacobs. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They go with Jacobs, and I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Corey Littleton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick is good.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
5 brings up.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jacobs now. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Down and
well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now back to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
That's good.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Giants 3.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go up top again, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. Fair recovery and Giants touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble.
summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. A touchdown, over 20 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 64 yards on the ground.
First down, Giants.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 10 yards out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 28-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'd really like to the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They set up a throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 15-yard line.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
32.
35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was a point in time in this game where we didn't know if they were going to have a shot to make this comeback, but they've gotten right back in this ball game, Charles. Pretty impressive.
Almost felt like their biorhythms were off to start this game, but they've come together pretty well now. And now you're seeing the team we expected to see. Both sides of the ball putting it together, and now they're making their move. You don't like what they've seen, what we've seen.
It's a four-quarter game, right?
Without a doubt. And I know cliches all the time. That cliche is really apt.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First down, New York.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
one score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. The Bears have got him. The play had to go for with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, we saw the comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Las Vegas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, early, hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack.